Millions of people remember something that never happened. They'll swear it's true. They have vivid memories of it. But it's completely fake. This is called the Mandela effect, and it's not a glitch in reality. It's a glitch in your brain. And once you understand it, you'll never trust your own memory the same way again. Think about your favorite movie quote. You probably remember it perfectly, right? But what if I told you that the quote you remember is wrong? And that millions of other people remember the same wrong version? That's the Mandela effect. It matters because your memory is how you know who you are. If your memory can be wrong, what else is? In a world where fake news spreads online, false memories can affect what you believe, how you vote, and even your relationships. A 2018 study found that 48% of people reported having a false memory about a recent news event. That's huge. Your brain isn't a video camera. It's more like a Wikipedia page that anyone can edit, including you. You know how when you argue with a friend about something that happened, and you both remember it differently? You're both sure you're right. That's the Mandela effect in action. It's not just about movie quotes or celebrity deaths. It happens all the time, in small ways. Imagine you and your friend both went to the same birthday party. You remember the cake was chocolate. Your friend swears it was vanilla. One of you is wrong. And here's the scary part, you might never know which one. False memories feel exactly like real memories. They feel just as vivid, just as certain. So how can you tell the difference? You can't, not without proof. A lot of people think the Mandela effect is proof of parallel universes or time travel. They say that when we remember something different, it's because we slipped into another dimension. And that makes sense, it's a cool, sci-fi explanation. But the real answer is simpler and more fascinating. The Mandela effect is caused by how your brain builds memories. Your brain doesn't store memories like a computer. It reconstructs them every time you remember. And it fills in gaps with what seems logical. For example, many people remember the movie quote "Life is like a box of chocolates." But the real quote is "Life was like a box of chocolates." Your brain thinks this makes more sense, so it changes the memory. That's it. No parallel universes needed. You might think false memories are rare, something that only happens to people with bad memory or brain damage. That would make sense. If your memory is good, you're safe. But here's the surprising part, false memories happen to everyone, even people with perfect memory. In fact, researchers have shown that you can plant a false memory in someone's brain in just a few minutes. In a famous 1974 experiment, psychologist Elizabeth Loftus showed people a video of a car crash. Then she asked some of them, how fast were the cars going when they smashed into each other? Those people remembered a higher speed and even invented broken glass that wasn't there. The word smashed created a false memory. Just one word. Let's look at the evidence. In the 1974 car crash experiment, Elizabeth Loftus showed that the word smashed made people remember a crash that was 30% more violent. They even remembered broken glass that didn't exist. But that's just one study. In 1995, researchers asked people to imagine a childhood event, like getting lost in a mall. After a few sessions, 25% of participants believed it really happened. They created rich, detailed memories of something that never occurred. And in 2015, a study using the Diess-Roediger-McDermott paradigm showed that people could be made to remember entire lists of words that were never shown. The evidence is overwhelming, false memories are normal. In a minute I'll show you the coolest part, the one thing almost nobody notices about how these memories form. Here's how false memories work. Think of your memory like a game of telephone. You have an original experience. But every time you remember it, your brain passes the message to itself. And each time, it changes a little. Step 1, your brain encodes the memory. But it doesn't record everything, it only captures the gist. Step 2. When you recall, your brain fills in the details using logic and past knowledge. It's like a sketch artist drawing a suspect from a description. Step 3. The more you recall, the more you reinforce the filled-in details, even if they're wrong. For example, the life is like a box of chocolates misquote. Your brain knows the movie is about life advice. Is makes more sense than was. So it subtly changes the quote each time you remember it. After a few recalls, the wrong version feels right. Here's the biggest mistake. People think that if a memory is vivid and detailed, it must be true. But that's exactly what a false memory feels like. In the Lost in the Mall experiment, participants described their false memory with as much detail as a real memory. They could tell you the mall's name, what they wore, who found them. All fake. The mistake is trusting the feeling of certainty. Your brain doesn't tag memories as true or false. It just tags them as remembered. The more you recall a memory, the more confident you become, even if it's completely made up. That's why eyewitness testimony is so unreliable. In one study, 70% of convicted people who were later exonerated by DNA had been convicted based on mistaken eyewitness memory. So how do you protect yourself? First, accept that your memory is fallible. Everyone's is. That's not a weakness, it's how your brain works. Second, look for external proof. If a memory matters, check photos, videos, or ask someone else who was there. Third, be skeptical of vivid details. The more detailed a memory, the more likely it's been reconstructed. Finally, avoid repeating memories without verification. Every time you recall a false memory, you strengthen it. Instead, say, I remember it this way, but I could be wrong. That simple sentence can stop a false memory from taking root. In a 2015 study, just warning people about false memories reduced their rate of false recall by 30%. So here's what you learned. 1. The Mandela effect is a shared false memory. 2. It's caused by memory reconstruction, not parallel universes. 3. False memories feel as real as true ones. 4. Experiments can plant false memories with just a few words. 5. Your brain changes memories every time you recall them. 6. Vividness doesn't mean accuracy. 7. You can reduce false memories by verifying and being skeptical. Now you know how your memory really works. And you can explain it to anyone. If this video made you think twice about your own memories, hit like so more people can learn this. Comment with a false memory you've had. And subscribe to join the community of curious minds. Thanks for watching.